Alrighty, welcome back Pokemon Trainers, Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order. I kind of like doing these random unexpected streams to see just how quick can some people get here for our, whatever the episode happens to be. Today, of course, is going to be episode number 3 of our Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke Super Challenge. I still haven't put stuff on the layout to show Randomized Nuzlocke. It's supposed to go right up about there. But regardless, we are here, and this is 3, right? Yes, it is. We're here in Petalburg City. We end the last episode, if you missed it. Just we'll give a little bit of a recap here, and of course team recap to give more time for people to show up. But we went into Petalburg Woods, we found the Devon researcher, he got attacked by Team Aqua, and we ended off that last room with a nice, hearty, scary fight. Had to take on our first legendary. Was it our first legendary? Well, technically you say our first legendary was, of course, our starting Pokemon, our Articuno, but no, we actually fought a Registeel as well. I think that might be all we've seen legendary-wise so far. Registeel, Raikou was the Team Aqua Pokemon. Fortunately, thanks to not having Thundershock just yet, or at least not going for it, Espinoza, our starter, did manage to pull us through. Alright, so let's start off with our team recap. Starting off, we've got we're going to move Espinoza down, get our levels kind of in proper order here. So leading the pack right now is, I believe, our newest recruit, Spike the Sandshrew at level 8. She is an Adamant Nature Pokemon with Sand Veil. She has Scratch and Defense Curl for the time being. Next is our second capture here in the Hoenn region, the randomized Hoenn region. Pika the Typhlosion, sitting at level 9 with the Blaze ability, a lonely nature Pokemon. Currently with Ember, Tackle, Leer, and Smokescreen. Next up, we've got Mariah, the Corphish at level 10, our first wild catch with Shell Armor, blocking critical hits. We've got a Lax Nature on there with Oranberry as the held item. Bubble, Harden, and Vice Grip. In fact, we're going to do a little bit of rearrangement here. I feel like Vice Grip over Bubble is probably better, despite the type advantage, or the type super effective. No, same type attack bonus is what I'm trying to say. But look at the attack stat over Special. Clearly, Physical is better. And last but not least is our first but not least starting Pokemon, Espinoza the Articuno. Pressure is the ability, currently sitting at level 12 by the way. Quirky in nature, it has an Oranberry as well. Special attack is much nicer, so we're going to put Powder Snow above Gust to make better use of that attack more quickly. Can't wait till we get Ice Beam. Mr. Sharkbite 6415 has destroyed the like button. Come on people, get in here, fix that like button. Someone repair that please, we all got to be clicking that. Well, we don't all have to be, but if you want to be clicking that like button for our current adventure here in the Hoenn region, I ain't going to say no. You go right ahead and click that. Alright, how we doing on... We got no Pokeballs. Normally, in playthroughs... excuse me. I only use standard red and white Pokeballs, but I would consider, since this is a randomized Nuzlocke, it's not one of my main series, you know, kind of things, I might go ahead and use things like Great Balls. Kind of mix things up a little bit. We never get to see me use those kind of things, so we have a Great Ball, a Dive Ball right now, and yeah, I might as well make use of those. Hello to Mariah Thompson. Welcome back, our little core fish in the chat. Another wild dugong out here. How's it going today, everybody? As for me, I said I was going to try to do a live stream last night. If you missed the live stream yesterday, I did say I was going to get myself my first of the vaccine shots yesterday. And as kind of expected, but I didn't expect it so kind of badly, I was starting to feel a little under the weather last night. They did say, of course, they cautioned me that you're going to have some flu-like symptoms, or you could have flu-like symptoms. I wouldn't say that they were that bad, but towards the end of the day, I was starting to feel headaches starting to build up, and I don't know why. Maybe I did a little bit too much walking earlier in the day, but my legs were starting to get kind of sore, the knees in particular, so we're going to switch. We need some experience points here. So in the end, I figured, yeah, I'm not going to push myself too hard. From what I've heard about some people I know who have gotten the shot, they say it's the following night and maybe the night afterwards that you start to feel some of the effects. So I thought, okay, tonight, as I'm recording this, or as I'm live streaming this, tonight I might be feeling kind of down, but I'm going to try to, well, I'm going to get this stream done here. We're going to go for about an hour again today. I feel like an hour stream is better, instead of like me trying to cut it to a half hour. I don't know. I like sitting here for an hour, hanging out with you folks, and seeing what we can accomplish here in Hoenn. So I'm going to do this stream here. I'm going to try to record a Pokemon TCG for Game Boy Color episode to have that up maybe tomorrow. And assuming that I'm feeling okay-ish later tonight, I'm going to come back for another stream. That way we should be caught up on pace with what I want to have as far as our schedule here. So we will roll with that. Hello to Sailor Pika. How's it going? You're asking how am I feeling. Yeah, better today. As I was mentioning, some people have told me that as far as the effects of the, I guess, you know, side effects of the vaccine, they don't really notice it happening until the evening. Like they say they've woken up the next day like, I feel totally fine and great. But then as the day goes on and the body gets kind of worn out of its reserve energy from, you know, the sleep, they start to feel kind of under the weather themselves. So I'm expecting tonight, maybe tomorrow night, to not feel so great. But right now I'm doing okay. So let's see how long that can hold out for. Are there anything other than Wingull in here? Well, we do know there are... What did we not catch in here? I know we had it was a Bagon, that's right. Wait, what? There's Wild Typhlosion in here too? Are these the Pidgey of the region? This is crazy. So we know what it can have. Can our defenses handle this? Whoa, there's a smoke screen right there, so we might start missing everything. But we will see what we can see. So again, stay tuned, everybody, because as we get to find some new encounters, which may happen in this episode... Ooh! What is... There's so much happening! But after we get through this forest, we make it... You critical hit me back! We make it to Rustboro City, and I know we can get at least one more encounter on the route to the east of there. I should probably use a potion. Just to be... Well, do I want to use a potion? I can just keep switching you out, Spike, I think is the best way. Yeah, we'll do that. There's an encounter, as I say, to the east of Rustboro City. I don't think we can get an encounter north until we have either a fishing rod or surf, however. Yo there, your Pokemon doing okay? If your Pokemon are weak and you want to avoid battles, stay out of the grass. But I like how he tells you that right before a spot that you cannot stay out of the grass. Thanks, man. Very helpful. If you take bug Pokemon to school, you get to instantly be popular. Is that true? I mean, I would think. Like I say, I think bug Pokemon are designed pretty coolly. So James's first bug type is going to be an Omanyte. Does anyone see a problem with that? I kind of do. Frankly, because I believe this thing... How do we deal with this thing, basically? I guess we got Espinoza, good defenses. I don't think this would have a rock move. I'm expecting Bubble, maybe Water Gun. It might even only have something like Constrict. But I think Mariah is the way to go for this one. Sailor Pika says, proud of me for getting the vaccine. Thank you very much for saying so. I'll be proud of everybody who gets the vaccine. You know, it's going to be, like I said, you could have a couple of days of being down and out. But in the grand scheme of everything, it is the right thing to do. You know, keeping yourself safe from the virus, keeping others around you safe from the virus. I mean, when the aliens do finally come and invade, we have to be a united force. We have to be not just, you know, different races of humans. We're humans. We're Earthlings. We got to be a unified force, as I say. Did you guys hear that former President Barack Obama has confirmed the existence of aliens? Because if that's what you heard wrong. I did hear, though, that he had said... I didn't look into, you know, what was said. I actually am curious, though. I want to look into it. But Obama has said something about... confirmed that there are, like, UFO sightings and, like, documentation or something like that. But whenever someone hears... Wait. It's only a pine cone. This thing can blow up. But I think we have our defensive-ist. Well, maybe not defensive-ist. Yeah, let's go to Espinosa. That, I think, is our best bet. Let's do this. Alright, so... people hear the term, the anagram, I think it is UFO. They immediately think alien flying saucer. Now, the thing is, it literally stands for unidentified flying object. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an alien thing, you know? It just could be, stop double protecting. And you only did it once, but stop it now. Could be, a plastic bag got caught in the wind blowing around. And if you don't know what it is, it's a flying object that is not identified. Literally, a bag is a UFO in that case. So, but I am interested to see what all there is information-wise about what the government may have known. 96 bucks? I can't buy a single Pokeball with that. If you have a big bug Pokemon, people respect you for it. Oh, a random item. Okay, thing is, too, we could find things like nuggets. Those can be sold for a lot of money. Or we could find a Thunderstone. I'm assuming... Okay, can we buy Thunderstones in, is it Lily Cove, I think it is? If we could still, like, if evolution items are sold there, there's Wild Flareon in here. If, evolution stones are for sale in, you know, that department store, I could sell this Thunderstone for cash. I might even just do that, because what are the odds that we're going to find a Pokemon that can evolve with a Thunderstone? I mean, you know, it is possible. Of course, Randomizer makes everything as random as possible. But I think in the short term, selling that for money for more Pokeballs would be the smart thing to do. Excuse me, clearing my throat once again. Yeah, the only real effect I was saying I had last night was sore legs. But again, that could have just been from standard walking through the day. And I could feel the headache like a little bit. But I kind of, you know, brushed it off as, that's not a big deal. But then it started to become more of a bigger deal. So I went to bed early-ish. Probably stayed up on my phone a little bit too late once again. But I woke up feeling fine. As I say, though, we'll see what the remainder of the day brings my way. Trainer tips. In addition to HP, we got PP. Yeah. If we run out of the power points, we got to go Pokemon Center. We can't cut. We can't get our other stuff here in this forest just yet. The cutter, however, is in Rustboro City. More berries. I like filling my mouth with seeds, then spitting them out fast. I like you, so you can have this. Okay, I think the attacks will be randomized. Use it on a Pokemon, and it will learn Psychic. I like spitting seeds out of my mouth. Here's Psychic. What does that have to do with firing seeds? Well, nothing. He knows. He knows he's been randomized. Alright, so how did I randomize this? I think I made it so that I believe, is normally Bullet Seed. So any Pokemon that could learn Bullet Seed, like the Bullet Seed TM, TM number 9, can learn TM number 9 still. So we could see some pretty weird combinations of things learning, say, Psychic, they shouldn't normally be able to learn. Of my team, I don't think anyone could learn Bullet Seed, so I doubt anyone can learn Psychic. All that hype for nothing. No one can pick that up. But later, that will come in handy. We got 2 Cherry Berries, curing the paralysis. Nice. A couple more Oran Berries, looks like, as well. I liked in Gen 6, Gen 6, the berry fields that allowed you to plant 2 standard berries, and they might, like, mutate and make an extra, like, you know, more rare berry. That was always pretty cool. Pretty Petal Flower Shop. Do we get the Sprinkle-Lotad in here? Hello, this is the Pretty Petal Flower Shop, spreading flowers all over the world. Your name is Chaz. Nice name, thank you. Do I want to learn about berries? Yeah. Talk my ear off. They grow in trees that thrive on loamy soil. Plant berries, or if you get a berry, plant one. Soon sprout into a plant, flower, then grow berries. I want to see the whole world filled with flowers. Please help me plant berries. Okay, probably not. As I say, I want to keep my items limited here in this playthrough. The more attention you give flowers, the better they are. Here, you can have this. I didn't think it was the Sprinkleotad, but it is the Whalmer Palmer. So I can water berries. Oh, another thing, if you don't pick berries, they'll die. But then they'll regrow. Like Groot! All these plants, all these berries are Groot. I'm trying to be like my big sisters, growing flowers too. We get a free Chesto berry. Very nice. Wakening us from sleep. They keep trying to coax me into planting berries. You see that? I want to limit myself. I want more of a challenge. I don't want to be too easy peasy. So, I think there's a lot of hidden items in this grass. Now again, this route here is a continuation from south of Petalburg Woods. As you can see, there's another dugong here. So, I'm not going to be doing any catching here. We've already got Spike from Route 104 here. Can you outrun? We're actually going to switch in case you can't. Mariah, get in there. You resist both water and ice. You'll probably be our best runaway here. Can't wait to get another Pokemon and name it after you folks. Because I might even want to go to the name raider and try to fit as much of the YouTuber's name in the Pokemon name. Because when I was looking at Pika, our Typhlosion, and I realized Sailor Pika is 10 characters. So that can fit as a full name. Just to sort of, you know, make it more like the viewer out there. We picked up a Tomato Berry. I think that's... No, that's not one of the stat boosters, I don't believe. It is... Okay, makes a Pokemon friendly but lowers their base speed. That's one of the berries you can use in later generations, or technically even now, to customize your Pokemon's EVs. I did that a lot during some of the Wi-Fi battles back in Gen 6, I think I did. So we got an X attack, nothing there. We got nothing there. So what's in the Pokeball? We're going to find glitter mail. Stop giving me mail! There was something in the randomizer that, excuse me, said I could, you could force a percentage of useful items, so stuff like that would be filtered out, but I didn't touch that. I'm like, you know what? Whatever the randomizer gives me, I'm going to roll with. In the Hoenn region, there's pairs of trainers who challenge others for 2-on-2 battles. Okay. They're letting us know double battles are on the way coming up. How is our team looking? Excuse me once again. I guess we don't need to heal just yet. Oh, I'll accept your challenge. I have a lot of money. Let's mug this guy. We need Pokeballs. Again, I can sell that Thunderstone for extra Pokeballs. So I think this was the guy I thought was down south of the forest. He comes out with, aw, he's got to show off, don't ya? Showing our Crawdaunt that we hopefully will get before too long. It's only level 7, so ours should evolve pretty soon. We're going to switch on into... I think Mariah can handle this. You've already taken some hits. I'm going to hold you back for now. Let's go to Espinosa. We could gust this thing. Granted, it's going to have pretty good defense. Hello, Unknown Spike. Welcome to our stream today. We just pulled you out of battle there, our Sandshrew of the same name. What did that hit me with? A Leer? Indeed, Mariah. Yeah, just trying to like one-up our team by sending this thing out. I do want to get a Crawdaunt, though. I hope we can hold out long enough. Honestly, I think we can do okay in this playthrough. The scare of last episode, that Raikou coming out, you know, we managed to... Don't... Oh, well, whatever. Hey, he healed! I'm allowed to heal now! Didn't I say that was a thing? Am I really gonna, you know, enforce that? I might just say forget that. But, I don't know. We'll see. No, I'm gonna really, as I say, try to limit myself to no healing in battle at all. More challenge that way. Makes things more dramatic, more interesting. I was thinking, in the Pokemon X finale, when I battled against the champion, they used, I think it was 3 full restores, and I think I wound up using 3 full heal items as well, so that kind of balanced out nicely. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's some sort of credit card thing that I'm not affiliated with, so I'm not going to give them no free advertising. Should I, or shouldn't I? Okay, sure, I will battle. Sailor Pika agrees. He broke the rules. Winston... No healing in battle, sir. Last Haley sends an Electrike. We got the lead Pokemon right. Come on, Spike. You can take this thing. Just don't get staticked, and we'll be A-okay. But if we can break through, that'll be fine too. Come on. At least you only get tackle. If you got any sort of electric move. Come on now. Come on now. Let's just calm down. Let's just enjoy the day. Let's just scratch this thing. You're gonna survive with one single hit point. Come on now. Would you just faint? Come on now. Thank you. I didn't want to have to split up that experience. Alright, level 10. Nice. Can we learn Earthquake? No. Alright, last one is going to be you, little. Remember that thing you didn't catch in the forest? Here it is. I caught one. I will say, though, I liked the... let's go to Mariah. I liked the thought that in, like, older games, like, okay, in, say, even just Pokemon Blue, that's not that much damage, where you could find things in the forest. Say you find like a Kakuna, and if you don't happen to manage to catch it, whatever. But then you find someone later that has Kakuna. It gave you, well, it gave me the feeling of like, you know, you traveled through the forest too, and you found that thing I couldn't find. That's so cool. So it's kind of neat seeing this Bagon, I guess, in Haley's team. You shouldn't have battled indeed. You know what I just realized? I gotta give an Oranberry to Spike. If you're faced with a decision and you let someone else choose for you, you'll regret it however things turn out. I don't know if that's true. You know, they might do the right choice for you. Who knows? I will say, one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got was actually from a TV show, fictional character. But, just one second, let me get myself prepared here. And I'll tell you this cool little thing. And it's from a TV show. Yeah, it's not like, you know, really shouldn't be life advice, but it makes so much sense. Okay, paralyzed heal for Spike. Don't worry, Mariah. That was fine. You handled that easily. The only problem that would have arose if that Bagon had Dragon Rage, but I'm pretty sure they cannot get that at that level. So, has anyone ever seen the TV show? It's way old now. I say way old. I guess, yeah, probably like 15, maybe 20 years old. Let's get this battle underway first. We are twins, so we battled with Pokemon together. It was called Breaker High. Essentially, the premise was it was like a high school on cruise ship kind of thing. Think of it like Sweet Life on Deck, I guess? Maybe? Okay, with Spearow, we got Zangoose. That's not too bad. So, there were, in this particular episode, one of the female characters had, like, she was interested in two different guys, and she wasn't sure which one she wanted to go with. So the goofy, doofy guy, the main character, he said to her, well, it's easy to choose who you want. Flip a coin. And she's like, I can't base a big life decision on a coin flip. And he says, no, hear me out. Let's say you flip heads. And so, whoever you assign to heads, that's who you're going to go with. But if at that point you then decide to yourself, well, maybe I'll make it 2 out of 3. That means deep down, you really didn't want to flip heads. You wanted to flip tails, and that tells you what you actually want to do. So, I've done that myself. Like, if I don't know if I have, option A and option B, if I'm ever conflicted with what do I want to do, I will straight up go for that coin flip. So, mostly what happens, I'll flip, call it, look, and whatever comes out, I do it. Now, the other thing is, though, if I'm about to flip, and then I find myself hesitating, where it's like, oh, I really hope tails doesn't come up, right then, that shows I want the head side. Again, it's really simplifying everything down, but it can really help sometimes. Train your Pokemon to be stronger, that's right. I am strong, you gotta train lots more. True. We got you, Spike, no worries, you're all fully healed up. Why keep it a secret? I'm the water Pokemon expert. Huh? You don't know me? I've never seen you. Who are you? I'm the water expert. Well, water starter aficionado. Ivan leads with a Blastoise. I guess he's not that far off. But at this level, I don't know. At this level, what would Blastoise have? I could see it having some pretty crazy stuff. Let's go into our beast, Espinosa. See what this thing... We don't resist water, of course, but see what it has to hit us with. It could just be the basic Squirtle starting moves, Tail Whip and Tackle. but I don't want to run the risk of, in certain generations, they've all that build up. Certain generations they made it so that, let's say a stone evolution, like maybe I think a Vileplume can get something like this, where any Vileplume will start with, say, Petal Dance, but if it levels up to a certain point, here we go. If it gets to a certain level, then it'll start to learn moves, and it might forget Petal Dance as new moves are supposed to be learned. Now we got this to deal with. Can we get a freeze? Because this could be the end of our starter. Ooh. Okay, good. Why are these Wobbuffets so scary? It's because of all the times that I said Wobbuffet's not a problem. Could you imagine if that mirror coated instead of safeguarded? Dude, I thought you said you had water types. We got Mist. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best kind of move, but I'll take it. We got us a Hypno. Look how the pendulum, like, it has the motion blur. That was cool. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe freeze this one up. That was close indeed, Sailor Pika. I mean, of course, if we're going to get a critical, why can't we one-hit KO it? We're just that close, but just to give us that moment of like, are you serious? You lived? You're going to mirror coat? Fortunately, Wobbuffet has not broken this playthrough just yet. Down goes the Hypno. I believe we got some berries to pick up. Fisherman Ivan. I thought I wasn't too bad, if I say so myself. Yeah, you gave us quite a scare. Not bad. Got 2 into fishing, forgot you had to raise your Pokemon. Are you going to fight me, lady? If you see berries growing in loamy soil, steal them. Make sure you give them back. Nah. Here, take this. Chesto berry. Alright, another wake from sleep berry. The way you look must be a trainer. Trainers often make their Pokemon hold berries. We got some Lepa berries. I love these. Essentially, what is it? An ether, I believe, in berry form. And, of course, can be planted to grow more. More cherry berries, if you will, as well. Wonder how many more berries there are to pick up. Unknown Spike says, that Wobbuffet had it coming. Yeah, fortunately, as I say, although we didn't one-hit KO, it didn't go for the mirror coat. Rustboro City right up ahead, but I want to steal an item first. When I say steal, I mean not. It's a free pickup item. We're going to find ourselves a Fluffy Tail. That does allow us to run away, but I could also sell that for money today to buy some more Pokeballs. I wonder if they added grass. Like I say, so I'm familiar with Ruby and Sapphire, but not Emerald as much. May, don't beat me up. Let me go heal first. Straight for that Pokemon Center. Where is it at? There it is. All right. Should I go get another encounter before we check out this town? I feel like I might want to add another team member. We're only at 4 right now. We've failed 2 encounters so far. I think I'm going to go do it. If we are allowed to leave the town, that is. I don't know if anything kind of blocks us off. Of course, we have a gym here in this town as well. And that will be interesting, as I say, since we cannot heal in trainer battles. I'm going to go north first. I want to see if there is anywhere to encounter something here. I'm fairly certain that we will not be able to, though. There's no grass. There's an item, though. I want to pick that up. Route 115 we're on. Exploring a cave isn't like walking on a road. You never know when wild Pokemon will appear. It's full of suspense or surprise. I'm not sure what she said. I'm going to see if I can find an item on the sand, too. Random items can pop up no matter where you're looking. Of course, if we have an item finder, that would be even greater. Nothing hidden. No, so we find ourselves an HP up. Not bad. Mariah says, you love Lepa berries, too. It's like basically a free ether when you're not near a Pokemon Center or a Pokemon Camp. Indeed. Hello, Ricky Gamer 24. Welcome to our Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke live stream, where we are trying to find our way through a randomized version of the Hoenn region here in Gen 3. Alright, nothing else up here for the moment. So the way to get up there, of course, if you're not familiar, we have to come from Meteor Falls. Alright. Time-saving tunnel nearing completion is what it says on the side, but there's also a big X splashed across it in red paint. Why, did they cancel it? We are here on route, I'm going to say 114? 116. Oh, so close. All right, what is our first encounter going to be out here? Let's get this item. Another. We already have a Salak berry. We're getting so many of these rare berries. All right, first encounter for Route 116. Rhyhorn. Not bad. Can't use it on the team, because as I say down below, I'm not putting duplicate typings on the active team. But I will catch this, of course. First encounter, you got to try to catch it. But since we have Spike, our ground type already, Rhyhorn will have to sit back. Question is, best way to weaken this is... First, let's throw some sand attacks at it. We did pick up sand attack in one of the last battles there. See what it has. It's got Tail Whip, which fails. Nice. I just want to make sure it doesn't have any rock attacks before we send in Espinosa, because I think a Gust is our best bet here. Tail Whip. It might only have like Tackle or Horn Attack, too, at level 7. Let's hit it with 4 sand attacks, I think, just for safety's sake. And assuming that I can get the catch, I will name this after somebody in the chat. So, if and when you see me land that catch, and I'll remind you at the time, of course, I want to start seeing hashtag me in the chat if you want to have a Rhyhorn named after you. I said it right this time. How about that? Alright, Espinosa, I'm pretty sure it only has that Horn Attack and Tail Whip. You should be okay. Your defense is nice as it is. Of course, now you're going to land the Tail Whip. So, definitely Powder Snow is not the way to go. I could actually miss and keep my defenses up. Let's see what Gust does. Yeah, nothing at all. Okay. So as I said, I do have the Great Ball. When it comes to things like the Dive Ball that we picked up, I was saying I'm gonna... You know what I didn't buy? I didn't buy Pokeballs. So this will be interesting. Okay. What I was about to say, I'm gonna edit that a little bit. When it comes to the Pokeballs, if I have a ball like the Dive Ball available before using it, like I'm going to prioritize using those kind of balls only on things that it would be effective on. Like, say, Dive Ball works best when you're diving underwater. Since we're not underwater, I'm not going to use the Dive Ball until I exhaust every other kind of Pokeball. Okay, no critical hit, please. Even though we only have 1 Great Ball to use on this, I'd rather have a chance to try to catch this. We don't have anything to put this to sleep, do we? No Thunder... Well, Thunder Wave wouldn't work anyway. So, since I didn't buy Pokeballs, we're going to have to hope this Great Ball works. If it doesn't work, and I do have nothing but the Dive Ball left, I'll try it. Even though it's not going to have a greater chance to catch. Can we get you, Rhyhorn? Yes! Alright, sweet. My lack of purchasing did not ruin things for us. Our 5th Pokemon, though it has to go to the PC, is caught. Who wants a Rhyhorn named after them? Hashtag me in the chat, please, if you do want to have that. And I'm going to try to prioritize, you know, new people, so that if you already have a Pokemon nicknamed after you, still go ahead to say hashtag me, but if someone new says so, I'm going to probably choose them. Meanwhile, we see Rhyhorn, the Spike's Pokemon. Once it starts running, it doesn't stop. Its tiny brain makes it so alternatively educated, let's say, that it can't remember why it started running in the first place. Alright, let's give a nickname to the captured Rhyhorn. What shall we name it? I'm going to wait a few moments here as the chat hopefully fills up a little bit. Mariah says the Twitch name is Warren. I don't know. Since we already have Mariah the Corphish, like I said, I'm going to try to see if someone in the chat that has not yet had a Pokemon named after them, I'll try to prioritize them. So we'll give it a few moments here. But if nothing else, Warren could be a name to go with. And we don't get to get Rhyperior in this one. You know, okay, Unknown Spike. What would be really cool is if we didn't name the Sandshrew after you yet, because Rhyhorn is literally, in the Pokedex, known as the Spike's Pokemon, isn't it? I think I just read that. So, Spike would have been a perfect name for this. Again, even though it's a female. But we already got Spike the Sandshrew. So, can we get anyone else throwing their names, or their hashtag me in the chat, that may want to be represented in the game? Now, remember, of course, you're going to be in the PC up until we possibly, unfortunately, would lose our Sandshrew. I'm going to say this too, even though, let's say if Rhyhorn was considered an overall complete better Pokemon than Sandshrew, I'm not going to purposely like sacrifice anything off the team just to get a better Pokemon. So if I wanted Rhyhorn, I wouldn't automatically say, hey, there's a Kyogre, go in there, Spike, and send our Sandshrew in just to get fainted. I'm not like that. I don't want anyone to faint if I can help it. We have Mustafa Dan, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name because I don't want to ruin it, and I most likely would. But we do see a new name. Oh, was it called the Armor Pokemon? Okay. So let's go with... I'm going to go with Mustafa, I believe. Again, I think that's a male name? Maybe? I'm not sure, but this is a female. But we'll go with that regardless. Is it spelled basically right? Yeah, it might not be getting the last name because there's not enough space for like the hyphen and that. Let's go with Mustafa. But as we have a ground type on the team, as I said, we're going back to the PC. Well, wait, there's another encounter we could get. Oh, I mean, we could have had a Lapras. You know, could have been. However, this would have been put in the PC as well. Isn't Lapras weird in this, though? Like, the way it's lowered its head? It doesn't look as, like, regal as it does in other games. But it is worth some experience. Let's see what Mariah can do against it. We can resist the water and ice, fortunately. And, well, there's the growl. It's going to lower our vice grip. But we'll still work with it. What we need... So what's our team right now? We got ground, ice, and flying. Water, and fire. We need grass and electric if we can manage that. That'd be great. A nice elemental core. I mean, there's so many other types. We can get psychic, we can get poison, fighting, bug. But... what are, like, the main types that you think of when it comes to coming up with a team? A lot of people do go for, like, the starting types. Fire, water, grass. Electric is usually tossed in there, too, because I guess maybe Pikachu as the starter in Pokemon Yellow kind of catches your mind. What else? Thinking from the TCG, there's also Psychic and Fighting. I don't know what my first thought is as far as a decent, full, you know, team of types. But I would say probably, yeah, fire, water, grass does come to mind pretty quick. You'd also think in terms of the evolutions, electric, water, and fire from Gen 1. Alright, so we'll heal first. And we also got to keep an eye out. Anything that we catch might be holding an item, too. Now, I don't think I randomized that. There is an option you can randomize what held items the Pokemon have. But I think that makes it so that everything holds an item. And I kind of don't like that. That's excess items that you normally wouldn't get, you know? So it's got Lightning Rod, useful for a double battle. Obviously, physical stats are better. We've got Horn Attack and Tail Whip and Docile Nature. I think Docile is a neutral nature. Doesn't boost anything and doesn't lower anything. But I might be wrong on that. Of course, this generation, as I said previously, does not show us the colored highlights for up and down stats. So let's go ahead and grab Mustafa. Move and put you here. So that basically we have a box. We're starting to work on this box of Pokemon we can bring back. And what I think I'm gonna do, let's say if again, no offense, Unknown Spike, I'm just using you as a guinea pig here. If we do happen to lose our Sandshrew, where's the mark down here? Then we can add a ground type to our team. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to see what was the first ground type that we caught that can be added to the team and probably add that and then just grind it up. Maybe. Or I might have to choose what's the current highest level ground type to bring onto the team just to save us excess grinding time. Hopefully we never really have to come into that situation to decide, so we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, buy another 10 Pokeballs. That does give us a Premier Ball as well. Nice. I'm going to go see if we can get into... is it Rust Turf Tunnel, I think it is? Hello to Mick Bronze. Welcome to our Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke live stream. Currently, we're in Rustboro City, and I'm trying to get another recruit to the team, if possible. I don't want to fight anyone yet. Wait, can I just walk past you? Stop looking up. Thank you. Stop looking sideways. Thank you. I wonder what else is on this route. So we saw Lapras, we saw Rhyhorn, another Lapras, which does have water guns, so I don't think Spike wants to stay in on this. Unknown Spike says, don't let me die. I don't want any of my Pokemon to get lost, so don't worry. If it does, unfortunately, happen, it is not going to be by choice. Unless, I shouldn't say that, there could be a time when I have to switch into someone to take a hit so someone else comes in without getting damaged, you know. Hopefully those situations will be few and far between. because I don't like. You know, a lot of, hopefully all of the Pokemon nicknames are going to be from regular viewers as this series goes on, and I'm not going to want to make that choice of which of my viewers do I sacrifice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to choose in that situation. But it comes down to each individual situation of, do I need the Pokemon that's on the field to survive? Can I lose someone else? You know, every situation is going to be unique in that sense. Mick says you just played Pokemon Silver randomized. The shiny, the Gyarados, randomized to Igglybuff. Your friend said if you let it go, he gives you $10. But you didn't save, so you have a free $10. You are big brain indeed. And if Chucky was here, somehow I feel like he might say that's kind of sus. Chucky's all about that sus life, from what I recall. Alright, let us sneak past another trainer. Yeah. Let's get attacked, of course. I'm walking through every bit of grass here. Wild Golbat? I think well, that could have become Crobat. But I think we're probably good with what we did get. Careful there, Spike. You lost some defense. Yes, Sailor Pika, thank you for, again, doing my job for me. If you're watching this and you're enjoying the stream, feel free to click that like button to show your support for this series. We're at 6 likes right now. That's pretty cool. It shows me there's 3 current viewers, 6 likes. I like that ratio. Not bad. But if you are here, feel free to click the like button. If you want to see some more content, such as our randomized playthrough here, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and click the bell button next to it so you can get notifications when new streams are happening on the channel, new uploads and videos and such as well. And if you would like to help sponsor the channel and support my adventures, click the join button down below. Take a look at what perks may be of interest to you at the 2 different tiers we've got currently set up. And Sailor Pika, don't worry, I'm keeping in mind the members exclusive streams. Sunday, I think I've got a pretty wide open day. I'm going to maybe try to aim for a members exclusive live stream that day. What content's going to be, I'm not really sure. I know you mentioned doing some Pokemon Go trainer battles could be a thing. I might do sort of like a whole bunch of different stuff. Like, we'll do some Pokemon TCG online, for example. But I'll have Pokemon Go on the Go as well. Maybe if there's any big raids happening in the neighborhood, we can do some of those. Or just trainer battles, as you say. Look at Spike tearing through these Golbat. I think, actually, I should switch someone else to the front, because Spike is hogging all the experience right now. Actually, speaking of Sailor Pika, I think Pika the Typhlosion might need some more XP. Let's see who needs... Yeah, right there. Pika, and then, of course, Mariah could use the next little batch. Let's do some switcherooing around. Alright, can we sneak past? Yes, we can. Can we sneak past all of these people? Nope. Well, one of them. We'll rock you hard like a hurricane. Yes, I believe I was looking at Twitter the other day, and I think they say that storm season is starting to happen down there in the old Atlantic Ocean. I think the first hurricane, maybe not the first hurricane, but the first tropical storm of the season is currently being watched. Critical Ember from Pika into the Shift Tree, not bad. Level up right now for our Pika. Can we get Flame Wheel? That'd be nice. I doubt we're going to get it that early. Plus, whoa, 2 levels. Not bad. Plus, I'm pretty sure Pika has everything that it's going to learn for the next several level ups, basically. Whismur level 8 comes in next. I think Pika is good to tackle this thing as well. Not tackle. We do have... What's with the criticals? Pika, calm down. It's not that serious. Are my Pokemon named after viewers, Mick asks. They definitely are indeed. So every time I catch a new Pokemon, I ask you folks in the chat to say #me to have a chance to have the new capture nicknamed after you. I should try different Pokemon types. That's what I ought to do. You had different types, and it still failed you. Roar. I want to dig that tunnel. You can't. Tunneler's Rest House. Got 2 level ups for Sailor Pika there. Unknown Spike asking, when will the TCG live stream be? That I don't know. Like I say, the member stream I'm going to do probably, I'm aiming for Sunday. Maybe I'll do, if I'm feeling up to it, a members stream and a general stream for TCG on Sundays. Because I should, or on this Sunday, because I should have plenty of time to do so. Alright. Rust Turf Tunnel is a new encounter. Let's see what we... Ooh, there's an item too. Let's get our encounter first, though. Last time we did item first, then encounter. Normally, of course, there's only Whismur in here, so I think whatever we find is the only thing that would be in here. It's going to be a Glalie. We already have an Ice type on the team, but every catch is still going to be useful. Do you think it can handle an Ember? First, we're going to Smoke Screen. Then I'll try some Tackles. Can these things blow up? I don't think they can get Explosion or Self-Destruct. They could freeze us. What's interesting, too, is if it is true in this generation, even if we got frozen, Ember, I'm pretty sure, is one of the moves that you can use while frozen to thaw yourself out while attacking. Back in Gen 1, who remembers the fact that Gen 1, you could not almost messed up, you could not thaw. You had to, like, technically you couldn't thaw yourself unless you used like an Ice Heal item, but if the opponent froze you and then hit you with a fire type move, that would thaw you out. I found that out when I was training up my Hitmonchan back in the day, and I Ice Punched a Weezing in Cinnabar Mansion, froze it solid. I'm like, oh sweet, okay, what attack do I have the most PP of? And it happened to be Fire Punch, so I then went for Fire Punch, hit it, did some damage, and then it said Wild Weezing was defrosted, and I was like, that makes perfect logical sense. I didn't think of that, but then I was like, but all the oversights of the code in Gen 1 as it is, I never would have expected that to be thought of. But Gen 1, they caught me. Alright, speaking of caught, let's try the old Premier Ball on Glalie. Mick's saying Glalie is kind of bad. I mean, worst case scenario, it's still an Ice type that we could get. Broken my Premier Ball. You don't want to join the Premier Squad, Glalie? Come on now. You didn't want to be like, I think Pika is a Premier Ball. A Spike is in the Premier Ball. Alright, wants to standard red and white. Can't blame it for that. I am pretty, what would you call it? Nostalgic for the red and white. So, who wants to have Glalie named after them? Hashtag me in the chat if you want to have this Pokemon bear your name as its nickname. We've got... I like the name, the species. Glalie, the face Pokemon. A Glalie has the power to instantaneously freeze moisture in the atmosphere. A dazzling cloud of diamond-like ice crystals forms around its body. So we gotta get us a nickname for a female Glalie. Again, the gender really doesn't matter that much. So if anybody wants to have the Pokemon nicknamed after them, I'll choose something that maybe sounds somewhat gender neutral, perhaps. We will see. Excuse me. At least it's a fully evolved Pokemon, too, from the start. Maybe not up to par with our starter, Articuno, but it could do something. Too bad we can't Mega Evolve this, though. And don't you think, although it's pure Ice type, it should have had maybe a Dark type to it or something? Of course, Snorunt later in Gen 4 gets another evolution into Frostlass if they're female, which does get Ghost typing added to it. Mick says no one wants to be named after Glalie. But I want someone to be. If actually, since this is going to the PC, if nobody does want to be named Glalie, I might wait until if and when we add it to our team to grab a nickname for it. And if it really comes down to it, what I could do, I could force someone in the chat to be named after this. I could see who's been commenting, who's been interacting, and honor that interaction with a nickname. I don't know, says name it Winter. I'm not going to, simply because I want to have them named after viewers. So, worst case scenario, I'm going to leave it unnicknamed. Breaking my rule. Yeah, I know, but whatever. It's not going to destroy our Nuzlocke. Unless you want to technically say if I don't nickname it, I've lost the Nuzlocke. You can say that, but yeah, I don't think anyone's that interested in Glalie at the moment. So, if and when it does join the team, I will force myself to give it a nickname. But for now, let's just leave it as Glalie. Let's at least see what it has to work with, too. 6 HP left, okay. It is Inner Focus. It's a Naughty Nature. I think that boosts special attack at the cost of something else. It's got powder. It's got a full moveset, too. Powder Snow. Bite. I think that's good there. Double Team and Leer. Not terrible. But again, not quite up to par with an Articuno just yet. We got ourselves a Figgy Berry. We've got so many berries. Maybe I should have considered a different randomization for the items. Because we're getting a lot of berries, not a lot of other stuff. So as I say, I'm pretty sure nothing but Glalie will be in this cave, so I don't really need to agonize over what did we not get to see. We're already well above 5 levels higher than these Pokemon, so we're going to let them be. I'm pretty sure there's not much we can do going down this way. There's like rocks blocking us, so we just got to head back to Pokemon Center. Ooh, another item. What kind of berry is it today? King's Rock, not bad. Yeah, Mick says, my man got an Articuno. That was our starter back in Gen 1. We had, what were the options again? We had Articuno, Piloswine, and Ralts. Those were the 3 options. The majority wanted, actually Ralts was a very close second, but the majority wanted to see an Articuno on the team. So Luca Espinoza, one of the viewers of that episode, has become our starting Articuno. Our Starticuno, if you will. But you shouldn't, because that's a terrible joke. Okay, I can't get any of these items. I kind of want to heal before we fight anyone else. I should probably... Should I go fight the gym? I haven't even checked out the full town yet. We're going to spend the last little bit of the episode exploring Rustboro City. I want to make sure I've got all the items from people, all that good stuff. I'm going to sneak past you. Look away. Nothing up here. Nothing interesting. Fine. I'll fight you. Excuse me. I study at school, and I study on the way home, too. I play Pokemon on the way home. Mick says, Ralts is kind of OP in this generation. Maybe that's why it was getting so much attention. But seems like the Legendary is what everybody wanted to see. Yeah, I think you're probably good, Pika. Actually, we need Mariah to get the next level up. How much is this going to do to us? That does a decent amount. And now I can't yawn you to sleep. Even though I don't have yawn, that's another reason I can't yawn you to sleep. Can we take you down before the old CR word comes our way? Critical, of course. But fortunately, we don't see that. Exploud is not Exploud to do... I'm trying to say not allowed to make a pun. Didn't work. I almost got another 2 levels there, Pika. Wow. I'm in shock. I lost? Uh-huh. You did. Oh, I'll never become an elegant trainer like Roxanne this way. Who is this Roxanne you speak of? If you want to stop Pokemon from evolving, why would we want to do that? Well, that would be an interesting thing, too. What if I left it up to the viewer the Pokemon's named after if they want to evolve? That might be fun. Okay, sneak through. You didn't see nothing. For example, let's say if Mariah didn't want to evolve into Crawdon, we could kind of make that be a thing, I guess. Just for sake of example, let's say if for example, if it was me watching someone else and someone caught Squirtle and nicknamed Squirtle after me, I could be like, you know, I like Squirtle more than Wartortle. I want to stay as a Squirtle. That would add more challenge to the playthrough, for sure. But I don't know if we'll do that. We'll kind of play that by ear. Okay, first things first. We gotta heal. We gotta put our Glalie in the PC, and that could be a thing we can play around with too. If I do get a new Pokemon of a typing that I already have, maybe as a collective team, the viewers and I, we can all talk about, should I replace the current Pokemon with the new one? You know, by instinct, naturally, what I would prefer to do is keep who we've been using, keep who's been with us the whole way, put the new one in the PC, and go from there. But we could, like, for example, if we have, like, a Magikarp, Gyarados is not bad, but we currently have a Magikarp, we later catch a Blastoise, it would kind of make some sense to put the Magikarp away and add the Blastoise, right? So that's a thing to consider as we go forward. Alright, as I say, let us continue checking things out here in town, then we'll end off for the day. My Pokemon have a naive nature, yada yada yada. Natures have different stats, we know that. Oh, the man next door gave an HM to get cut. I was going to say, do we have a cutter on our team? Actually, I do know for a fact Sandshrew and Sandslash can get cut, because Rocky the Sandshrew was my cutter back in Gen 1. Just like people, there are male and female Pokemon. No one seems to know how they're different. Not until Gen 4, because then they added gender differences. Guess what? My shoulder's sore. That's where I got my shot yesterday. And they said, one of the things is you'll feel a sore shoulder. And that is definitely true. The determined expression, that limber way you move. and you're well-trained Pokemon. You're obviously a skilled trainer. Wait, don't say a word. Here, take this HM. So we get cut. So this guy, his job is the cutter. You know, that's what they call him. It's presumed that he would, you know, be the cutter using cut, and that's his job. But if he's given cut to everybody, isn't he putting himself out of work? I don't know. He just gives, oh, you look like a trainer. Here, take my job. Wait, no, give it back. Too late. The old sailor, Mr. Briny, lives in the cottage, goes for walks in the tunnel. Neat. Alright. Yeah, Mick says, everyone just gives you random stuff. I'm not going to say no. Random items are very useful. Especially when we get TMs, because the TMs have been randomized. HMs are going to be the same. But, for example, earlier today, someone gave us a TM that has normally Bullet Seed, but it was Psychic. Nice. Devon Corporation's workers live in this building. Skitty says Skitty. Or, yeah. It's always funny how Pokemon in the games don't really say their names. Why can't I run indoors? My daddy's working at the corporation. My daddy made this. Can't use it. You have it. Another Premier Ball. Okay, not bad. Way back in the old days, Devon was just a teeny tiny company. If you keep working at your goals, your determination, your job, I guess, think of how things could just improve and become so much bigger and better. The president likes to collect stones. I've got a Thunderstone. I still got to sell that. I think the president's son also collects rare stones. Yes, like the, what is it? Metagrossite, I think, is a stone he picks up at some point. Good old Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I knew, like, as soon as they were introducing Megas, my first thought was, Mega Metagross, oh no. And then, it didn't happen in the first games of Gen 6, but of course the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remakes did give us the Mega Metagross. But it also gave us Mega Beedrill, so I'm happy. Premier Squad indeed, says Mick. The city probing the integration of nature and science. Isn't that like Dr. Giro from Dragon Ball Z? If a Pokemon gains experience in battle, it can sometimes change the way it looks. It's called evolution. If a Pokemon did that, you'd be shocked. Well, stay tuned to this playthrough, little girl. You're going to see some evolutions, I hope. For my own Pokemon, I give them perfectly suited nicknames. It's my expression of originality. And we have Pikachu. That actually says Pekka. But giving the name Pikachu to Pikachu seems pointless. I suppose it's good to use a name that's easy to understand. And of course, that could be just pronounced as Pikachu. But I would prefer to pretend the guy has a little bit more creativity than that. I'm not going to no trainer school. You can have a 2-on-2 battle even if you're not with another trainer. If you catch the eyes of two trainers when you have two or more, they'll both challenge you. Don't you think it'd be cool? Why would they have that guy say that? Wouldn't it be cool if you could beat two by yourself when you literally have to do that to get here? This is the trainer school. We might get some items in here. Is there an item in back? Wait, there's a building back here? I'm going to check out the school first. I don't remember that building being there. Is that something that's been added for Emerald? Didn't we meet back in Petalburg? Oh, this is it Clyde? Why did I think it was Clyde? But I do know I have Scott's card. I think it was called Scott. I've been traveling everywhere in search of outstanding trainers. I'm looking for Pokemon battle experts. What brings you to this school? Are you a trainer? First thing you should do is have a Pokemon learn the move Cut. Someone in the town has Cut. I'm not teaching Cut yet. Mick says gym time. I'm actually going to hold off on the gym until the next stream later on tonight. I'm close to about an hour now, I believe we're at, so I don't want to overload too much in one go. But assuming I'm feeling okay after, later tonight, the vaccine might kick in and wear me down a little bit. I'm feeling okay right now, so later on I'm going to do the gym battle. Pokemon can hold items. They don't know what to do with man-made items like potions, though. A Pokemon holding a berry will heal itself. There's many kinds of items. Sure is hard taking down notes. No, it's not. Pokemon be caught using Pokeballs. Up to 6 Pokemon can join you. And we are trainers. We gotta beat other trainers. Fair enough. Why'd you leave? I'm not quite sure when tonight, Mick, but probably within just like a few hours from now. Just stay tuned to the channel. As I say, if you're subscribed with that notification button on, you should see a notification when the stream begins, and I usually give a few minutes at the start for people to start showing up before I really get into the nitty-gritty of, say, catching new things and such. Students who don't study get a little taste of my Quick Claw. This guy, wow. Whether or not you are a good student will be evident from the way you use this item. Who could best use the Quick Claw? I'm thinking either Spike or Mariah. I'm not sure what all the speeds are like. The blackboard, the status changes. We know all the status changes. I still say Petrification should be added to the game at some point. Basically like the Gen 1 freeze where you can't unstone, basically, but rock types and maybe ground types get some sort of a defense bonus and can still move. Anyway, I always wanted a C-Dot, and I'm finally getting one. You kids, you're in class. You're not supposed to be trading Pokemon. Pay attention. You know how some Pokemon moves can you confuse a Pokemon? Confused Pokemon will sometimes punch itself in the face. When it leaves battle, it's okay. Oh, Mick's heading to sleep in less than an hour. Ah. Well, you can still catch up on the stream after it is done. I keep them up on the channel for people to check out. Speaking of check out, is there a side door? No. Okay, what is this building? Or has this always been here? Roxanne, the gym leader, knows a lot about Pokemon. She's really strong. Trainer school is excellent. If you study there, you can become a gym leader. Hey, that's what my dad does. Are there any more free items to hand my way? I feel greedy. It's like all I want is my items. Who might you be? You're a new face. Did you just transfer to the school? No. I'm well beyond your trainer school. I am, what is it now? 7-time world champ, not world champion, 7-time league champion in Pokemon. A Pokemon you get in a trade from someone grows fast, but if you don't have a certain gym badge, they may not obey you. Okay, so it was always there, says Mick. I don't know why I don't remember that building at all. That's how inconsequential it is, I guess. Every Pokemon has a special ability it can use. Pokemon are strange creatures that can actually speak. One word, but still. What's with all those Pokemon? Oh, it's so hard every day. What's hard? You need to ask? A rock. Do I win? I'm trying to figure out what to cook every day. It isn't easy coming up with that. Really? Oh, hello. Welcome to the Pepper household. I have a question for you. Have you ever babysat? Yeah, actually. You see, I'm a new father, so raising a child is all new to me. And I have a problem. My daughter, Walda, doesn't laugh enough. Maybe because you named her Walda. I think she'd laugh at me if I told her something funny. You know a funny word or phrase you can tell me? That's wonderful. Okay. What was I gonna go with? Yeah. Rutabaga. Ah, I see. Let's give it a try. Rutabaga. Rutabaga. She's not smiling at all. Maybe Walda is broken. That's what I think. It's a Skitty doll. It's a Grovyle doll. It's a Blaziken doll. It's a Pichu doll. Very nice. Oh, and let's not forget everybody's favorite, Quagsire. Cool. Mick says, what does the Pokemon do when you trade it over? When you trade it over the level, then it lets you. So, I believe in every generation, as long as it's a Pokemon that you yourself caught in-game, it obeys you regardless. Did I talk to you? No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I believe it obeys you regardless, but if it's a traded Pokemon that goes above the level of the gym badge that lets you, it actually will start to disobey. It can possibly like fall asleep in battle. It can simply just like, it says Pokemon is loafing around and just simply doesn't fight. It can hurt itself as well, or it can use a different attack. So there's all sorts of crazy things. They've changed in more recent generations what it can do. Like, I don't think it can hit itself anymore, or maybe it can, or it doesn't use other attacks anymore. There's something that's been changed, but I kind of like when it can use a different move. Like, uploading through the generations in the past, I would say like my Pikachu from Gen 1 is currently in Gen 4, for example, and he's at like level 40, 50 something. I'm like, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. Pikachu used instead Quick Attack or something. At least it's still doing something. Have you taken the Pokemon Gym Challenge? When you get that shiny gym badge in hand, I guess trainers begin to realize what is required of them. I'll get there later today. Calm down. Calm down. What are you guys up to? My Pokemon is cute. Sure, I knew that. But if you really want, I'm willing to trade it to you. So, these are randomized as well. He'll trade me a Kingler for a Machamp. If I had a Machamp, I probably would hang on to what I have. But obviously, nothing here works. If you don't want to, that's okay, but my Pokemon is cute. Kingler is kind of cute. Sounds weird, I know. In all sorts of places, there are all sorts of Pokemon and people. I find that fascinating, so I go to all sorts of places. Let's see. Unknown Spike says, you're past the trainer school, you're a Saiyan. You've gone, what is this? This is what it means to go beyond the trainer school. Walda is a rutabaga for not laughing. You are correct, Sailor Pika. Couldn't have put it better myself. And Mick asking, can you trade in emulators? You can, actually. Well, in-game trades, certainly, but as far as, like, say, game-to-game, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Some I think you can. For all your living needs, we make it all here at Devon Corporation. Let's go on inside, barge our way in. Hey, those running shoes, they're one of our products. It makes me happy when I see someone using something we made. Now, pay us royalties. Nope. Hello and welcome to the Devon Corporation. We're proud producers of items and medicine that enhance your life. Why can't I use running shoes indoors? I'm sorry, only authorized people are allowed to enter here. Alright. That happens later. I believe once we get our gym badge, something does happen story-wise. The Devon Corporation, we all just shortened it to Devon. That company makes all sorts of convenient products. Alright, so we've checked out the whole town. We got very few items. We did get the cut HM though. In the next episode, next live stream, should be, as I say, a few hours from now. Mark your calendars. I'm going to go here into the Pokemon Gym of Rustboro City. Hopefully, snag myself gym badge. Hopefully not losing any Pokemon. So the gym leader's Pokemon will be randomized, of course. So it's not necessarily going to be, I think, Geodude and Nosepass. We could be seeing legendaries. We could be seeing pseudo-legendaries. We could be seeing fully evolved anythings. I don't even know. But our team, I think, is prepared. Kind of. Our level's good. I think her best is like maybe 15 or 16. I think we'll be fine. Mick asking, can I catch a new Pokemon? There's actually no more spots yet that I can catch a new Pokemon. We can only catch the first Pokemon in every area. And as of right now, with what we have available, we can't access anything new just yet. Not until we get that gym badge. So that'll happen later on today. Unknown Spike says, doesn't matter if you caught it or trade it. It will still not obey if it's over-leveled. Is that true? Because I seem to remember back in Gen 1, or maybe I never gone past the level that I was allowed to. I don't know. It seems to me, though, I have a memory of Pokemon not disobeying if I caught them. I could be wrong, though. Alright, but anyway, for now, we're going to end off our live stream. Stay tuned later today, as long as I'm not keeling over from my vaccine side effects. And we'll have another Pokemon Emerald live stream, taking on the gym, and moving forward here into the region of Hoenn. So I want to say thank you, folks, for everybody that hung out with me for this past hour, checking out these adventures. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel and you want to subscribe for more Pokemon action here, first of all, everybody, feel free to click that like button, show your support, help spread the word of our streams. And if you are not yet subscribed, you want to click that button, click that bell notification next to it, or the bell button next to it to get notifications when the next stream is going live and other uploads and such. And you can also click the join button to see what perks may be of interest to you for your sponsorship and you're helping to support the channel. So, again, thanks everybody. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I will catch you next time. Have yourselves a good day in the interim.